Hello, hello. This is my first time doing this really, and I'm just trying it out, see how I like it. I appreciate any feedback. Anything's positive, anything's negative. Let me know if what I can do to improve. No one gets better without trying, and the only way to try is to really begin. So, my name is Scarecrow_Abyss in Minecraft Java Edition. I have pretty much only been a Minecraft console and Bedrock player since about 2014 on PlayStation 4. I've always wanted to try Java Edition, and I actually have a computer, like a good one now, that I can actually run it. And I figured I'd record the experience and post on the internet, just so, I don't know, there's like a little time capsule of this, and who knows, maybe the YouTube thing will work out, and I can actually do it full time one day. That'd be kind of fun. If not, it'll be a fun little hobby on the side. Hope you care to join me. So, let's begin. There was a little demo world I was doing to just test some stuff out and get used to new controls. Don't really have any ideas off the top of my head for the world name, so let's just do Scarecrow _ Abyss. Game mode survival, difficulty normal. Let's do a normal random seed. Let's turn on bonus chest. Won't do anything else too crazy. Don't want to go off the rails on the first video, or first real Java world. Alright, let's begin. Now, I know the general stuff just from like testing out the world and creative and whatnot. And I don't know, whenever I use YouTube, it's always a bit of a mixed bag. I don't know. I don't feel if don't want to come off across that I can do this or not. I don't want to get overconfident in myself. Especially being how as I've never really played this version really. The closest thing I've come to actually playing this version is, well, Bedrock, which, as we all know, is not a good version of Minecraft. It is a version. It's the most popular version if you count how many players it has, but I'm not really sure you can say that when it's the version they've been putting on everything. I feel like if they put Java on other systems and other devices, it'd be pretty popular itself, but I don't think they'll ever really try to do that. Or if they do, I feel like they'd have to get rid of Bedrock, or at least merge it into the main game, which probably not going to happen. But, you know, it's really the only way to... Sorry. I don't know why I keep apologizing, even though I know I can edit this if I really wanted it to, but I don't know. I feel like that feels disgenuine to the whole, I'm going to make a video and post it on the internet because I want to do this. You never really know what's going to go on in life, I guess, or this, like, first time playing Minecraft Java, and it's already just... I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just like I'm psyching it up in my head or if it's a real thing, but the world just feels and like runs smoother than on console, I guess. My main version was PlayStation 4, and I played that one for years, and then when they updated it to Bedrock, I was excited about it. Like, who wouldn't be? A whole new version of the game that you already have been playing for years. It gives you, I don't know, it just sets this thing off in your head where it's like, oh yeah, this could be really good. And you psych it up in your head. But then you don't really ever think about how it's, I don't know, it's sort of replacing the version you had of the game. And, I don't know, it's not really replacing it so much as just like, because 4J Studios made the, the console editions that I'm used to. with all the minigame modes and the glide and the little battle arenas. And I really wish, I know there's a mod that I've looked into, and I was thinking about doing that, but I don't really know how to do modding stuff yet. But I plan to eventually learn how to do it. But for right now, I'm just going to do general vanilla stuff, and that means learning how to actually play this version of the game without, you know, sucking to the point where I'm not going to be able to, like, play the game right, or nothing really happens. And, I mean, today is the day of the new snapshot release where they're showing off all, like, the new baby mobs and stuff, and I can't help but feel, like, kind of disappointed. And that's, I know it's, like, just, like, an in-your-head thing of, like, it's replacing something, but is it really, when all the baby mobs are right now are just smaller versions of the already modeled adult mobs? It just gives you this thought of, like, how much can you replace of the original game experience before it becomes something totally different than what it was originally? It gives it its own, like, unique flavor, I guess. Sorry about clicking. This is the first time I really used the mouse to this extent on, like, a game. Because I've never really, the only computer games I've played have been the ones where you can use your controller to support on Steam. But I can't really do that with this. There's no controller support on Java, which, I don't know. It feels like after, what was that, 2011? There's still no native controller support. It feels like at some point it'd be something that was brought up, and they were like, yeah, we'll add it someday, and it just got put on the back burner, and now it's been so long, it's like, well, why would we add it now when there's Bedrock Edition for controllers and people that want controllers? But I don't know. I don't want to come off as, like, overbearing or anything, and I don't know. It feels weird to do this and, like, talk to myself, because I'm literally just, like, in an empty room in my house with a computer set up. Like, I'm in my bedroom, obviously. It's not like I just set across a whole room for this, but it is kind of a weird experience to just, like, sit silently in my room and talk to myself like this and record. And I mean, I guess I could always invite someone, and let me know if you think I should invite someone else to come along on this little journey I'm trying to do with myself. Oh, and I guess I should show off the skin I'm using, right? I did a bit of porting. I figured out how to bring my Bedrock skin in from the character creator and bring it over to Java without having to do it pixel by pixel. There's a little tutorial thing I found on YouTube, and it just sort of, you gotta go to a specific server or, like, client, I guess, with, like, a server IP, and it sort of just lets you get a screenshot of, like, the model of your skin, including, like, all the extra bonus stuff, which is, like, if you remember the face I'm using, or, like, I guess the head texture, it's from an old, I think it was a New Year's gift event they did, where it was I think it was from the Nox crew, the one where you could get, like, a little elytra looking thing from their Glide game that they have on the store. And if you remember, that skin has a hat, and my skin does not have the hat because there's not really, like, native support for it. I can't really show the top of my head in any, like, real sense right now, but I pretty much just copy and pasted the bottom of the skin and put it on the top of the skin, and it worked out. I just did a light trimming of the whole skin thing. Sorry, I don't know. It's becoming easier the longer I'm doing this. I know it's only been like 10 minutes, but I don't know. It's already feeling a lot easier, and I have no idea how to swim, and I'm realizing that now as I'm in the water. I'll have to figure that out, I guess. I'm also noticing there's a lot more mobs on Java, and I'm starting to get I mean, it's already halfway through the day, but I guess I can build a quick little house. Alright. I guess I'll clear a little area here and build just like a quick little shelter for the day. Don't want to get like too ahead of myself, I guess. I don't really know how long I'm going to try and make this video, I guess. I don't know if there's a limit or not for the first video on a channel, but I'll aim for like 20 minutes, I guess. So I guess I'm halfway done by now. I don't want to like make something so big that I have to like edit it down a whole bunch because I'm not really used to editing things. You know what? You can get better at doing stuff you like if you put your mind to it, which is what I'm doing. Okay, crafting table. And time for a furnace. Actually, I'll make 2 furnaces because I'm gonna make a smoker. Not that you should be smoking, anyone. I don't think that really needs to be said, but I don't know. Not that I'm gonna be able to stop you from smoking, but you know, obviously not smoking bad or whatever. Not that I can really have an opinion on it. I don't really know if I should be talking more or not. It's kind of bothering me if whether or not I should be, but I just want to find a good. And also the new dye textures. That's a whole new thing that I'm still not like used to yet because they changed it, but they like kept the general outline. But if you're gonna keep the outline of it, why change it at all, right? Who was looking at the dye textures and was like, man, I really wish it was a different shape, you know? Shift in there, look at that. I'm not gonna, hopefully I won't die in the middle of the night. I guess it's technically still day because the sun's up, but you know, mobs will start spawning, and I don't really know if I'm ready to handle mobs on a whole different version because the combat thing with like the little crosshair thing underneath it with the little sword, and I like that prompt. Here we go. Now I don't have to fight anything if I don't want to, anyways, but probably not this time. Though I don't know exactly how well it's gonna go, but I would hope that I'm not too bad at this. There's enough similarities where I hope I can easily transition from the other mode. Because, I don't know, I've been playing on this one world on Bedrock for so long that it's like kind of laggy in most spots. And I'm not really sure if I want to play to get to that point again on a singular world. Obviously. I don't know. Usually how I play is I just play in one world for so long, and then I get all the stuff, I make the stuff I want to make, and then I don't know, I get bored playing on it, and then I don't play it anymore, and then it's been like 6 months, and I come back, and I was like, oh man, I don't even remember what I was doing, I kind of want to start over, and then you start over again, and you delete the world, or you leave it on there to look back later on and be like, oh man, nostalgia, but it's just one of those things, I guess, where people can have similar experiences, even though they're in different places, different times. And I don't know. I don't want to come off condescending or whatever. And you know, I really hope that I'm not gonna like end up being one of those like, oh man, look where he started it, look where he ended up. People like, I don't know. People always tell me you gotta have more confidence in yourself in doing things that you want to do, and you gotta put yourself out there. And I don't know, it's hard to do those kinds of things when there's nothing like supporting you, I guess. Like, you know, obviously you have your family, but not everyone has that, and it feels kind of weird to be like, you need a family in order to support you, in order to function in a world today. And I'm like, I feel like you shouldn't have to have people supporting you in order for you to have confidence in doing things. Because, I don't know, you don't want to be like, oh man, yeah, you should just rely on your family, and then you tell that to somebody who doesn't have anyone, and they're like, I don't have a family. Like, what do you do in that situation where it's just, no matter what you do, there's always someone hurt in that situation where it's like, you obviously feel terrible because you made that person like reminisce on whatever, unless they're comfortable with it, obviously. But I don't know, because I don't know, the things you do during like a day-to-day basis, like it varies and like a lot. Like I've been out of school for a couple of years now, and from what I've seen, the world just sort of loops where it's just like oh hey, you know what you did today and you know what you're going to do tomorrow, but does that mean it's what you're going to be doing in a week from now? Probably not. There'll probably be something different. And I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I guess I'll have to get better at that, but I don't know. For right now, I think it's just, and okay, obviously I don't want to like set anyone off or anything or do anything crazy, because I don't want to like, I don't know. You never want to be a bad guy in anything, but you're always going to be the bad guy to someone, right? Like there's no way you're going to live your life without somehow angering a person to the point where like they're not going to like you. They're never going to like you. And it's one of those things where it's just, there's always going to be one person out there that's not going to be like on your side. There's always going to be bad people, and there's always going to be someone telling you, hey, you can't say that kind of stuff, even though it's totally fine. I don't know. There's always going to be people pushing you down, I guess. And I don't know. It feels weird knowing that, but you still feel bad when people put you down for it, even though you can tell, hey, this is a negative person with a negative perspective, and it's not healthy for you to think like that. I feel weird still, and I don't know. I hope I get over that. I don't feel this awkward every time I do this, if I even do it more than once, but I promised myself I'm going to at least make one video and upload it. And I don't know. If people like it and there's enough, like, I guess engagement is the word. If enough people see this to where I can feel confident in being like, you know what? It's not just going to be for a me thing. It's going to be for other people, and they're going to be able to like watch it and be able to like find some enjoyment with it. Because I don't know how to like describe entertainment, but I would hope someone is looking at this or listening to it in the background while they're doing whatever, or like Subway Surfers or something. I don't know. I just want to be like, I don't know. I remember watching all these Minecraft YouTubers as a kid and just being like, just so happy watching them do stuff. And like, not really knowing how to describe it. Like, I remember watching the videos and just being like happy doing it. And I want to be able to like give that to someone else. Where no matter what, someone is going to find some kind of enjoyment with this. And I don't know, it's a kind of satisfying feeling, I guess, where it's no matter what you do, or like no matter how bad you are at playing a game, someone's gonna watch it and be happy. And I feel like that's what I'm kind of trying to go for here, where no matter what really is going on, or like what's going on in the world, because I don't really want to talk politics, because politics suck, in my personal opinion, which is another political thing, I guess. But nope, not doing that. Not without torches, but because I always forget that you can climb hills now and get iron higher up for easier. It's like easy to find it, I guess, or like more common the word is. That's the button. Okay. Sorry for anyone screaming at that. It's the control button to sprint or whatever, or to swim. Again, I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm never going to understand this game, because it gives you this weird feeling playing a game you've played hundreds of times, but in a different way. Where I know I'm like not the worst at this game, and like I've beaten the Ender Dragon before, and I've beat the Bedrock Wither, which is, from what I hear, a lot harder than the Java Wither. You guys can just place it on, well, I guess me now, because I'm one of them if I'm playing this version, where you don't actually have to fight it if you don't want it. You can just go to the end and place it under the bedrock pillar and just kill it, and then bam, it's dead. You don't gotta worry about it. You just let it suffocate. Stand far back, then you get a wither, another star. And I am excited to try some of the Java exclusive stuff, like Sweeping Edge. Like, I've always found that idea of like being able to hit more than one thing at once like a fun concept in this game. And I don't know, the enchantment system, I really like it. I don't know, I guess it's saying that makes it, I'm not in love with the enchantment system, guys, okay, I promise. But I don't know, there's something so simple about, I mean, I guess it's magic technically, if you want to, like, because on Minecraft Dungeons there's all these like special armors and like unique sets and stuff, and there's, I don't know, there's like a different set for everybody, and I've always found that whole idea very interesting, especially with like, what are the lore implications here, you know, because every game has to have lore now in order for it to be considered a good game. And I don't know, I don't think that's true. I think some games can just be games, and that's all you need for them to be good. Because, I don't know, you never want to go into a game expecting it to be perfect, because there's always going to be problems with games, or like content in general. But sorry, messing up the keys. There's something very calming about playing a game like this, where it can like pull you out of your conversation you're having. And I don't know, there's something satisfying about that, where, you know, like, you're not the only one that has that experience. It's like a very peaceful feeling of having a shared experience with people you know you'll never meet or never communicate with. And I feel like there's some kind of beauty in that, where it's, no matter what happens, that someone out there has had that same thought as you. And there's nothing wrong with having that thought, because obviously other people have shared it. You've had it. You've played the game, you know the feeling. Where like you can look at like a beautiful little mountaintop, or like the sunset over there, like the animals in the distance, and like the noise, where you can see that I'm rambling. I don't mean to ramble, it just sort of happens. There's, I don't know, there's a very satisfying feeling in knowing that no matter who you are as a person, if you've played this game and you've enjoyed it long enough, that you've had that same experience as someone else, where you might not have seen this exact structure or exact shape or exact mountain range or line or clouds or whatever, but you know, you've had something similar, where it might not be identical, it might look totally different, but you've looked at it and you've had that same thought of like, I want to know what's over there on the other side of the mountain, or what's on the other side of the hill. Because, I don't know, there's something kind of, I guess it's like a calming thing, where it's like, no matter what happens, you know that you've shared that thought. It's not just a you thing, it's like a beautiful like experience, where, sorry, I do miss the old built-in crafting thing, where it'll like give you that the menu pop up, and you hit the triggers and you slide over, and it show you the correct recipes. Like, you don't have to, there's no recipe book to tell you what's all where, and like, I feel like this shouldn't this. I feel like this tab should just have like a pickaxe on it, right? Not just an iron axe and a gold sword. Feels kind of strange. But I guess this is just like. This is like clearly from the Bedrock thing where it's like they brought it over. So for parody reasons. Ta-da! Whoops. I just want to build something quick and easy real quick before the end of the video. Like a quick little house. Because I don't want to push my luck here with... I mean, I don't know how this video is going to turn out, or if I should restart it or not, or... I don't know. I don't want to, like, bog down the video with all these overbearing thoughts or something. I don't want to be one of those podcast guys where you're like, I want you listening in the background all the time because what I'm doing on screen is not important. I don't want that. I want me to be doing something where it's entertaining enough for someone to watch and listen to. Because, I don't know. I feel... Oh, right, spears. It's... I don't know. It's something to deal with this game, I guess. It just sort of, like, pulls the ADHD out of me, I guess. How do I make a stack of this? And is it... Oh, okay, there it is. It's shift click, and then you use all of it. Okay. Here we go. My inventory is a mess. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking or not. I feel weird. There's... I don't know. There's something satisfying about politely quitting... God, I can't talk. I'm sorry. I don't know. I keep apologizing. I just feel awkward. Which I'm sure is a very normal feeling for, like, a first and anything. 3 doors. Because everyone needs 3 doors. Bam. Okay. I learned that one in creative. Middle mouse click is pick a block. Steal it right out the inventory. I'm sorry for building like the defaultest Minecraft house from like 2011 with cobblestone corners and oak planks because I couldn't be bothered to get another kind of wood. I am beginning to notice my time that I set aside for this is almost up. Oh. That's not good. Bam. That is how that door should work. I'm gonna try and finish this up real fast for you guys. That way I don't gotta keep you from whatever else you guys are trying to watch or do, you know. And should be enough. Alright, gonna quickly smell it. Okay. I do find it interesting that they gave us scaffolding, but you have to go to a jungle in order to get it. So no matter like what, you're always going to do something first before you get any of it. Keep accidentally tilling the dirt and turning it to path. Which is another thing to get used to, I guess. But, I don't know. Everyone, I did it again. Okay. Okay. I really hope I can make this not me rambling for 20 minutes eventually. But I feel like I've overdone it now. I don't want to talk as much in the last bit, but I feel like that's going to kind of throw off the whole pacing, I guess. Sorry about the bad roof design. I'm just trying to get it done quickly. I will fix this eventually. Just doing a bit of tidying up on the dirt I've managed to spread around my house. Glass is here. Always hurts. Always hurts. Hey, you know what? Maybe it was a sign. Maybe I had just enough to finish without that one piece I broke. Alright. Once I get to sleeping time again for this game, I will probably cut it there and see how I do on the whole editing thing, if you like it or not. But, you know, if you saw this bit, then you know I plan on trying to get better, which is all anyone can really hope to do, you know? Alright. I believe this might be it for this time. I hope you guys found some kind of enjoyment in this. Please let me know what you did enjoy about it, because I sure don't feel confident in any of the things I've done today, but, you know, that's just how it goes. Hope to see you guys in a future video. Bye.